In 2015, the Minister of Education and Sports launched the school feeding policy that was supposed to guide every school in the country on how best to feed their children in a bid to curb absenteeism and poor performance tagged to hunger. This was disclosed at the Acholi Regional Adolescent Girl Agenda Consultative Meeting that was addressed by the State Minister for Youth and Children, Florence Nachwala Chinji. She said the percentage of children not going to school, especially in rural areas, is big.
According to the 2014 National Census, 10% of the children between 6 to 12 years and 4.1% between 13 to 18 years have never been to school at all. Majorly of who are girls and children in rural areas.
Gulu District LC5 Chairman Martin Ojara Mapenduzi blames parents for ignoring their advice on feeding.
So when a parent does not provide food for a child in school, this child is forced to go back home and will still eat from home. So in simple terms, you're saying, why don't you, instead of giving that from home, why don't you give that to the school?
The policy is said to have stalled in some parts of the country as parents decry poverty. However, Mapendu says for the case of Gulu District, out of the 55 government-aided schools, the program has been successful in the 19 piloted schools.
In a white sub-county, Ogoro, it's one of our remote schools. But when you go there, you see parents bringing food items in school, and they have in excess. And the children eat from primary 1 to primary 7. You go to Gulu Primary School Demonstration School. You go to... So most of our schools are now feeding children.
He says come next year, the program is going to be compulsory.
We are now developing a policy document that will guide this process. So we are now going to say that instead of letting it be optional, it has to be for every child. Because when you decide to feed a few who can afford it and you leave the rest, you are creating more problem for those who cannot afford. You are actually traumatizing them. You are taking their attention away from learning.
Gulu District Resident Commissioner Captain Okot Santos Lapolo called for collective responsibility in helping the Ugandan child realize a better future.
Unfortunately, you and I are not concerned. When we send children to school, we think it is the role of the teacher. When we send the children back home, we think it is the role of the parents. No neighbors, no one. It is that period of storm and stress that all of us, be it religious organizations, civil society, must step up our vigilance.
Owing to the high dropout rates, partially fueled by lack of meals in schools in Uganda, a 2014 report by the United Nations Education, Scientific and Culture Organization UNESCO established that completion rate is low, affecting access rates to the subsequent cycles. It emerged that although almost every child enrolls in primary 1, 63% of the generation reaches primary 7, only 49% enters lower secondary, and ultimately only 10% complete senior 6. Bernard Higa, UBC, Gulu.